My kid had a sparkly deer cult in the backyard. For months, my 4-year-old kept talking about her night friend who visited our garden. And bro, after surviving the terrible 2s and 3s, I was so done with imaginary friends. But every night, she'd wake up, press herself against the window, and wave at absolutely nothing. I tried everything, checking the garden, showing her it was empty, even staying up late to prove no one was actually out there. But every morning, she'd insist, she's sparkly and has lots of babies. My husband thought this was hilarious. Meanwhile, I was one sleepless night away from calling an exorcist. Then, one morning at 5 a.m., I heard her giggling. I dragged myself out of bed, fully prepared to lecture her about sleep schedules, but when I reached her room, I froze. Outside, in the golden sunrise, stood a mother deer covered in morning dew, making her literally sparkle. Beside her, 3 tiny fawns, happily murdering my flower garden. Turns out my kid wasn't summoning ghosts. She was hosting wildlife brunch. For 2 weeks, the deer showed up every morning. My daughter would sit there in her purple unicorn pajamas, just watching. She named the mom Sarah and all 3 babies Bob. Yes, all of them. When I asked why, she looked at me like I was the dumbest human alive and said, because they look like Bob. Duh. Eventually, the deer stopped coming. My daughter wasn't even sad. She just nodded wisely and said, Sarah had to take the Bobs to school. I spent $200 replanting my garden, worth every penny. Sometimes kids see the magic we're too busy being adults to notice.